Left. Ignition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Blast off.
Hello friend, and welcome to the slowest sim driving channel on YouTube. We're back with another Race Asylum 75-mile endurance series. This is going to be Asian Group 4 cars and European circuits. We've got lots of drivers, we've got 2 lobbies. We've got our rival there on the right hand side. We've got Zafra again. We've got new drivers. We've got drivers you're yet to meet. We've got some spanking liveries. And before we start, let's go into what's going to be a little bit different from last season. It's all the same rules. It's softs, mediums or hards, 2 compounds per race with 1 mandatory stop. We've got fuel usage to worry about as well. Because we're using Asian cars, we've got 4-wheel drive cars in this series. And we've got MRs. And we've got rear-wheel drive cars as well. It's going to be very, very close. This is all organised by Ant Smasher. It's hosted by Race Asylum. I will leave links to Race Asylum and such like in the description. So a big thank you to them for hosting it. If you want to check out the official channel, I'm making like air quotes here, but you can't see them because you're watching a video. If you want to see the official channel, there's going to be a link to that as well in the description. Hope you're enjoying this this fine display of the cars we're going to be facing. I tried to include as many of them as possible. We're just going to run this once in this episode and then we're just going to get on with it. If you haven't seen the previous series, we did Euro 75, which was European Group 4 cars on European circuits. Check that out on my channel. Maybe while you're at it, you can be subscribing, hit the notification bell so you can see when other races are coming. It's going to be great. As you can see, we're doing Spa in the rain. We're going to be at Le Mans. It's going to be quite a season. We're opening up at the Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit. 75 miles of it. We've qualified all the way up there in 3rd place. Look at that. There's some really fast drivers. Look, Gorilla Gaz and John Boy, they're both A-rated now. Congratulations to both of you. We're going to be going up against those guys. So we're in the Honda NSX. This is our car for the season. It's a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, so it scrubs the tyres nice and evenly. We go for a TCS1 launch and then drop it to TCS0. Up onto the radar as fast as we can. Look at Heatseeker. He's got rockets in that thing taking him off the line. Absolutely incredible. Gorilla Gaz as well. Jumps in front of us. JDP Gaming. We really do get slaughtered on that start. That's okay. It's not the fastest starting car. We do struggle against the 4-wheel drive cars. And apparently against that Hyundai. Off the start line. But we've got things going for us. We've got the even scrubbing tyres for a start. And the reason I say that is because the 4-wheel drive cars, they tend to wear off their front tyres very quickly because the front tyres are both driving and steering, which can cause them to understeer. So 24 laps, we are chasing down JDP Gaming. However, we've got Marge right behind us, and Marge's in the NSX as well. We're starting on mediums, going to softs later. Marge, we know, is brutally fast. I'm pretty sure looking at that leaderboard on the left hand side, that's all drivers we've raced against before on this channel. Maybe not in this series, although no, we've raced against all these guys in this series, so we know them. There's a few other people in this series we've not raced against before. We've got Fat Cat Gaming in here. You might have seen him in my other videos. He's somewhere towards the back. He's just finding his feet with this particular racing style. We'll see how he progresses through the season. I'm not sponsored by Red Bull. I just thought that design looked nice. Okay, Marge, absolutely all over us. Upside of our slipstream, but look out behind. Crazy Spaniel also jumping out of that slipstream. Everybody trying to mug me. I want this. I want Marge and Crazy Spaniel to fight, because that's going to give me a chance to pull away a little bit. And we like pulling away a little bit. JDP very, very fast at this point. Something's happened to John Boy, though. He was leading now down to third. I wonder if he's made a mistake or picked up a penalty somewhere. That puts Heatseeker into first place, with Gorilla Gaz right behind him. As usual with these 75-mile races, we've got lots and lots of Race Asylum boys here to deal with. Let's see if we can beat them. A nice run on Heatseeker here. He's been serving a penalty. But look at Crazy Spaniel. He's going wide. He's going to try and cut back underneath us, making that apex as wide as possible. Oh, but Ant Smasher gets him out of nowhere in that GTR. Go Ant Smasher. That was pretty good. See, he's carrying his DC Flash livery. And we've got our usual yellow and black, because that's how I roll. We didn't manage to get Heatseeker, but we're under a second, so we're going to get a nice slipstream from him. If we can just hold that slipstream, maybe save some fuel. We know that Heatseeker's a very fast sprinter, so let's see if we can use that to our advantage later on. The less fuel we use now, the less we have to put in the pit stop, which means the shorter our pit stop is. Thankfully, we're dropping Ant Smasher a little as we're tagging onto that front group. Shooting forward to lap 5. DDP going out very wide there. He's going in very tight. That compromises them both. We've got Ant Smasher right on us at that point. I feel like I was not quite driving my best at this point. First race of the season, everyone's a bit excited, making a little bit of mistakes here and there. Everyone needs to calm down. We do calm down by the end of the race, don't worry. We're not going to be crazy the entire race. Or are we? Ant Smasher lines me up. Tries to send it. He's got the inside for the next corner. Easy pass. That GTR's got lots and lots of grunt compared to the NSX. We're going to come back under him if we can. Trains our weight advantage. When we've already got momentum, we're pretty good at accelerating, but out of the slow corners, we are not. We've also got pretty good cornering in this thing. Actually, I hit Ant Smasher there. I'm very sorry about that. I do apologise. My bad. All the same, let's forge on. It wasn't like I shunted him off or anything. Not like when I hit him in the Euro 75 at Nurburgring. That was pretty awful. But this was just a tap. Anyway, I didn't make it too difficult for him. I'd like to make a cleaner overtake if I could. Thank you very much. Marge has designs on getting past me as well. I'd rather not. We learned in the last series in Catalonia, if we can keep Marge blends as long as possible, we can make our tyre strategy work a little bit better. We'll see how we do with that. The thing about my driving style is it always seems to be a bit rubbish on the mediums. When we get to softs, I really get my feet. So it's damage limitation till I pit. Unfortunately, I can't do the undercut in the NSX the way I did it in the Megane Sport. This simply doesn't have the capability of looking after the tyres the way the Megane Sport did. So we're just going to have to make the most of what we've got. Probably going to be an even split 50-50 through most of the season for this car. As far as pit stops go. But 6th isn't good. We started 3rd. I'd really like to improve on that. Oh, it's about to be 7th. Marge comes through and he lets everybody through. Stay back, all of you. Get behind me, Blitz. And Crazy Spaniel's had a bit of a mare. He's gone right back down the order into 9th place. Oh, so now we're following Marge. It would be really nice to stay in Marge's slipstream because Marge is a very fast driver. He can give us a little bit of pace. But he's so fast, he's really, really hard to hang on to the back of. Hopefully he'll run up to the back of Ant Smasher and that'll slow him down a little bit. Let us keep the toe. But we'll see. We will see. Long race yet. We've got 18 laps to go. Scooting forward to lap 11. Any positions I've made up at this point have been made up by pit stops. Heatseeker has pitted. He's on an aggressive tyre strategy. So we've got Gorilla Gaz right in front of us. We've raced Gorilla Gaz a lot. We're used to seeing the back of his car. He's used to seeing the back of our car. Let's see, can we get him into that first tight hairpin? Who's going to be bravest on the brakes? Oh, well, I think Gaz was bravest on the brakes, but he was also a little bit polite there, letting me through. I may have pushed him out a bit wider than was acceptable. Like, really pushed him out a bit wider than was acceptable. I wouldn't pick up a penalty for it, but it's not particularly polite. So here I just pull over to the side of the road and let him come past. I'd like a fairer fight if we could, where one of us isn't shoving the other out to the edge of the track. Obviously, we race against Gorilla Gaz. Got a lot of respect for him. A lot of respect for all these drivers who don't want to see any of their races impeded. At this point, I was happy that Gaz was back where he belonged. So it's time to start charging again. I did lose a little bit more time letting him through than I wanted, to be honest. But, you know, never mind. That's life. So coming through there, as you can see, we're gaining. The Mitsubishi up ahead seems to have lost drive. This is what we mean about the front tyres going on these four-wheel drive cars. And before you know it, they're having to brake earlier, they're having to accelerate off the apex later. So it begins to come to the two-wheel drive vehicles as time passes. But can we do anything with that? We know that Gaz is incredibly fast. But we've got him on the slipstream. Can we turn it into a pass? We've got the inside for this corner. That's it, we're through. We've passed Gorilla Gaz. That is no mean feat, believe me. Well done, little Honda. Let's get off after that Hyundai of JDP Gaming. We know JDP, we've raced him a lot as well. We know he's very consistent. John Boy there dives into the pits. He's getting rid of his mediums. He's going for a long stint on the softs. Good on you. Good strategy. Marge is now in the lead of the race. We're in a podium position. Skidding forward to lap 14. Really lost the toe on JDP, but we've broken away from Gorilla Gaz. We're kind of in no man's land at the moment. And this isn't where we want to be. We want to be in there fighting. Fighting is good content. And fighting is good fun. So maybe lap 14, 10 laps to go. Time to lose the mediums. Really, JDP going into the pits also cemented that I was going to do that. You know, I didn't want him to undercut me. I felt like JDP is who we were racing in this race. Come on, boys, put something soft on. A little bit of fuel. I was burning it faster, really, than I'd hoped I would. Brings us out right down in 8th. Back ahead of Blitz. So lots of work to do if we're going to get back up to a podium position. Back up to where we started. And of course, we're going to get back after JDP as well. He's running a very blue livery. I quite like that livery. I don't think we've seen a car that colour on this channel yet. Scooting forward a couple of laps. Lap 16. You can see JDP is having a go at Ant Smasher ahead. Ant Smasher there going out wide. Presumably because he knows he's on a different strategy. I thought Crazy Spaniel had lost it there, but it looked like that was lag. So just trying to ignore his antics. Oh, Ant Smasher there beating us to the apex. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so we're stuck behind here. We're on different tyre strategies. We're faster than Ant Smasher, but unfortunately he's slowing us down and backing us into Gorilla Gaz. This isn't what we need. We need to be getting after JDP. So thankfully JDP is currently stuck behind Crazy Spaniel. That's going to give us a chance to catch up. But look at Gaz, he's having a look. We're having a look at Ant Smasher. We're going 3 wide. Oh, this isn't going to work out well. It did. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Crazy Spaniel up ahead has a penalty, which he's starting to scrub. We're going into that final chicane, and Ant Smasher sneaks back through. Sneaky, sneaky, once again. Well driven. No contact there. Lots of respect. Excellent driving. Up ahead, Gorilla Gaz sides up the inside of JDP Gaming. That's a very decisive move. Hope those two haven't had a falling out. I don't think they have. Blitz makes his pit stop. That gets him off our tail, which is handy. He's going for there's the 7 laps aggressive strategy. This is all a bit messy. There are cars absolutely everywhere. Yeah, I just decided to back off there because there was too much going on ahead and I didn't want to get involved in anybody being sideways or be responsible for anybody going sideways. Crazy Spaniel, I think, was struggling on tyres here, so just snuck under the inside of him. as he understeered. As it was the first race of the season, sure, we've done our tyre and fuel testing, but you can't always figure it out when there's other cars you're racing against, making slipstreams and such like. So it's after this race that we'll really have our tyres and our fuel clued up. I mean, that's the theory, isn't it? It might not be the case, but we will see. Still stuck in 7th behind Ant Smasher. He was really making it difficult for me. But that's good. It's all good racing. All good action. JDP hasn't got too far up the road. We're on the inside, the outside of Ant Smasher. It just, oh, he put his car right everywhere. And all the right apexes. Just, oh, it was good racing. But you know, this is great. This is stuff to learn, not just about racing, but also about the way specific driver races. And you can carry that throughout the season, and hopefully use that knowledge against them. I say hopefully. I might just forget, you know, because I'm old. A great run on Ant Smash here up towards that final chicane. Heat Seeker up ahead goes into the pits. Once again, he's on a very aggressive strategy with those soft tyres. Oh, Ant Smash just hangs us out to dry there. Tremendous stuff. But that's it. He's had enough of those tyres. He wants them gone. And that releases us to chase after JDP Gaming up ahead. Looks like we're managing to get through before Heat Seeker. Scooting right forward to lap 22 now. There's only 3 laps to go. 2.5 laps. 5th place, right on the tail of JDP in his slipstream. He's on the tail of Gorilla Gaz. This is the fight right here that we're looking at. This is our fight for 3rd place and 4th place and 5th place. Who's going to get the podium? Who's going to just miss out? Stay tuned. This is it. This was about being sensible, level-headed, striking when the time was right. Can we strike hard enough? We've got a great run through there. I think the NSX being so light, it's really, really good with its tyres when it's on when they're scrubbed a little bit. Really kinder than the front engine rear wheel drive cars, which are a little bit heavier, and definitely kinder than the 4-wheel drive cars, which just chew the front tyres up. So at this point, we can assume that Gorilla Gaz is going to be a little bit slow and sluggish. JDP tries to take advantage of that, pushes Gorilla Gaz through that chicane, allowing us to catch right up on his tail. Big tactical mistake there by JDP. I think he saw the opportunity to make up a place, took it, and Gorilla Gaz just wasn't ready for him. So we've got a 3-car slipstream train here, down to that first tight hairpin. This is going to be a make or break sort of thing for all 3 of us. We're going to go 3 wide into the first hairpin. It's a nightmare. Oh, but Gorilla Gaz goes too tight and gets reset. That was awful for him. It was awful for her. We lost our chance to race him. Oh, Gaz. It looked spectacular until you suddenly vanished. He's still in 5th, so that's good. He's not lost out too much, but that is him ejected from this fight. It's just going to be myself and JDP. Let's keep our head down. Let's keep our foot down. Let's get on with it. We've still got his slipstream. We've got a lap and 2/3, shall we say, to get him. Can we do it? JDP's very sure-footed. As I said earlier, he's very consistent. Makes him very difficult to get past because I just don't think you can pressure him into a move. He only makes a move when he gets overexcited about a pass. Look at how close we are. 23.5 laps, and this is how close we are. Come on. Some great shots coming through there. We're fast through here. We know we're fast through here. We made up a lot of space on people through here. JDP has obviously kept his tyres in very good condition because he was fast through there as well. So he wants that podium. And I don't blame him, I want it as well. But there's only 1 3rd place. We're just about 2 tenths behind him. Here we go, got the slipstream. We're setting up the inside into the chicane. That's right, JDP turns in, and unfortunately there's no space there because we are there. Was that aggressive? I don't know, taking into a chicane always seems a little bit aggressive to me. But we have given JDP the slipstream. means he can come back at us on this hairpin. It's going to be the last lap. If JDP gets us here, there's every chance that we're not going to get past him. And we're going to lose our third place. He's closing up, he's closing up. He hangs back. He's hanging back, so it could be he's going to try and get us into the chicane. Really, really need to get the hammer down now and break that slipstream, or I'm going to be in real trouble here. Oh, this is nail-biting stuff. Is he going to get me? I go very, very wide there. Desperate to get the power down and get some forward momentum. Look how close JDP is behind me. He's absolutely monstering my rear bumper. Can't shake him from my slipstream. As I said before, he's a very precise driver. He puts his car exactly where he wants it. Just 3.5 tenths between us now, close now to 3 tenths. He's on me. I've got to start defending for my life. I can make this NSX quite wide, but I don't want to make it so wide that I'm being unpleasant. Driving incorrectly, shall we say. 2.5 tenths. He's getting closer. He's getting closer. He's having a look. Too far back there. Or is he? Oh, got his nose right in. At this point, it does seem JDP is faster than us. This is it now. The long, long run down to that chicane. I run a little bit wide there. Kick up some gravel. Look at this. He's in the slipstream. Practically pushing us along. I'm going to cover that inside. He goes to the outside. He's going to try and cut underneath us. Almost side by side. In fact, he was a little bit ahead there as we went into that chicane. Forced him tight. And that's it. That was his last overtaking opportunity. Oh, come on. Let's have some of that lovely, lovely podium. What a fantastic start to the season. Thank you very much for joining me for this race. Marge 1, John Boy 2nd, Grandpa Goes Gaming, that's me. 3rd, voice broke for some reason. I've got JDP, then Gorilla Gas, Heatseeker, Anti-Smasher, Crazy Spaniel, Blitz, Fat Cat Gaming, and Heatseeker's aggressive strategy didn't quite work out. Never mind, try again next time. All that remains is for me to say thank you for joining me. Thank you to my long-standing and long-suffering Discord users. Here they are. And I hope I see you again soon. Join me next time. Bye-bye for now.